home studio engineers. Thank you so much for checking out the Home Recording Network and welcome back for day 25 of this 30-day journey to better and more professional home studio mixes, where we are kind of going through this song that was mixed and recorded right here in my home studio.
These kings and queens, they all fall, they all fall. Headless back into destined unaware just what will be done. Looking for treason and overtake the throne and sink to the bottom on our own.
Yeah, and we've been through a lot so far in these 25 days, but today I just want to show you a quick tip on how to add a little extra consistency volume-wise to your home recorded vocals. Now, we've already been through some heavy compression on the vocals, but there's a little extra work that we can do to make these vocals even more consistent, because consistency is what our ears like, and we don't want volume spikes or anything like that in our recording. So let me show you what I do towards the end of my vocal chains to add some extra consistency. Now, if you watched the video on my vocal chain, you might have an idea of what these moves are gonna be. So like I said, we've been through the EQ portion, which are these two plugins, the Pro Q3 and the SSL. Last video, we went over the compressor settings on the CLA 76, and I also showed you how to do the compression moves with a stock Logic compressor. And then we go through our de-esser down here eventually. But the next two plugins are my little trick for getting that little extra bit of consistency out of your home recorded vocals. First, to add some balance to the frequency spectrum, we add a multiband compressor. Now, if you don't know what a multiband compressor is, it's a way to compress just certain areas of the frequency spectrum. It's not compressing the whole signal overall. So this is a way we can get some more transparent compression out of our vocal track. Now, these are two areas that I find myself compressing on a lot of my vocal tracks, and one is around the 4K area, which we talked about in the EQ video, and the other is all the low end of the singer's voice from about 300 down to 80 hertz. Now, the most important one is this low end area that's going to alleviate any low end buildup. So if we solo this band, we can hear the frequencies that it's compressing. Yeah, and if you're listening on some decent headphones or studio monitors, you should be able to hear that low end. So up here around the 4K area, again, is that harsh area that I was talking about in the EQ video. And let's take a listen to this. Now, if we unsolo this, we can see the compressor just working very minimally on these areas.
And sink to the bottom on our own. We're fighting for freedom that we'll never know.
These aren't areas that you're going to use a ton of compression on, but a little bit will help, again, with tucking in some of the low end of the singer's voice, so that's not, sticking out too much. Keeping the low end under control is very important. And compressing this harsh area is gonna make our singer's voice a little easier on the ears. Now, I'm not doing anything crazy here. If we look at the settings, these are really just the default settings when you open up the compressor and create a band. And the only thing I've really changed is the range. So I don't want this compressing too much, like I said. So I'll usually bring this up to, -3 or -4 dB. And then all we have to do is really just take down the threshold to add or take away some of the compression. So if we really hammer this here, you're going to see the compressor working more.
And sink to the bottom on our own.
Yeah, so I would take this threshold down until you're just getting a tiny bit of compression and a little extra control in the areas that you're focusing on here. Now, the plugin that comes after this is the limiter. So you don't have to use the L2 like I'm using. You can use whatever limiter comes with your DAW. But basically here we just take down the threshold and outlet ceiling until we're getting a little bit of gain reduction on the loudest notes that our singer is singing. And again, this is just going to add to the volume consistency along with our compression and our multiband compressor. So let's check this out.
And sink to the bottom on our own. We're fighting for freedom that we'll never know.
I just want this limiter hitting ever so gently on the loudest notes. So if we were to take it down super far, that's not going to work.
And sink to the bottom on our own. We're fighting for freedom that we'll never know.
Again, this is just extra dynamic control here. I would throw a limiter on towards the end of your chain. Maybe it's the last plugin. Maybe it's second to last, like I have mine. But this is just working on the very loudest notes that the singer is singing and is going to keep his voice just well balanced through the whole song. Now, tomorrow we're going to be going over how to spice up your chorus vocals a bit. So I hope to see you back for that. If you liked this video or it helped you out at all, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. And guys, if you want to know more, if you want to learn more and see this stuff more in depth, I do have a 14-day free trial for my membership in the description, which goes through all of this stuff in much more detail. Or if you have any other questions, just reach out to me. I am here to help. So I hope to see you guys back for tomorrow's video. Happy mixing, guys. Hey guys, if you like this video, be sure to download your free Ultimate Home Studio Mix Guide with your go-to EQ and compression settings for all your tracks. And also be sure to register for my free online mix training that I hold a couple times a week so that you can learn how to make radio quality music from your home without breaking the bank.